Hey y'all, it's Brianne Hanks here, and I'm going to try and start to do more book reviews and monthly wrap ups at the end of every month. And so this is September 30th. I'm going to talk about like the books that I read this month. First up is The Hidden. This is the second book in the Hollow series. The first book I read in August, like towards the end of August, finished it towards the end of August, and started this one like I think like 2-3 days at the end of August, and then finished her at the beginning of September. And this is a retelling of Sleepy Hollow, where in the first book, girl meets boy and finds out that he's a ghost in this at like towards the end. In The Hidden, they try to work things out, and he gives her mixed signals all throughout the series, like practically all throughout the series. But they work everything out in. They start to work everything out in The Hidden. So that's the second book in the trilogy. Then I moved on to the second book, the third book, the third book in the trilogy, which is The Haunted. And I love the way that it ends. It's most definitely one of my favorite reads. 5 stars for this one, along with The Hidden and The Hollow, all three. This is actually my second time reading the series. The first time I read it was when I was a teenager in high school, and that was like a long time ago. Like a little over 10 years, because I'm 32 years old. So, but anyway, good series, loved it. I highly recommend this. The Hollow is the first book. It's by Jessica Verde. Really good, really good, really good. And then, but that's not all that I read in September. Trust me, I read at least one more book, which I have mixed feelings about. First We Were Four by Alexandra Sorowi. I have no idea if I'm saying her last name right, but it's a really good book. At first it started out really, really slow, but then it started to move a little faster, and not just in pace, but in the activities of what happened in this. This was really, really good. You'll need tissues for the end. I bawled like a baby at the end. Like, this book, like, I have a love-hate relationship with this book. Why? Because I loved it. I loved the thrill in this. This is a really good thriller. They tried to figure out the murder of a girl that happened, like, at the beginning of the book. And then, like, they're like teenagers. It's a YA thriller, and I'm trying to think of like let me think for a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I have to say, with everything that happens in this book, it most definitely made me think like, whoa, wait, what? And so I was most definitely rooting for Izzy and Graham, but something else happens. And I do have to say there's a lot of emotions that you go through with this book. I just went through a few emotions, but those emotions were strong. Like, I loved the characters. I hated a couple, and they made me laugh. So I went through a few emotions with this, but I know for a fact some people will probably go through more than like 3 emotions with this because of like everything that happens. It's like, ooh. And most definitely, I also went through like disgust a little bit because of some of the things that happen in this. But all in all, this is a 5 stars. At first it was a 4-star read, but it turned up to a 5-star read at one point. I'm not going to say what point it was, but it wound up being really, really good in my opinion. So, First We Were Four, absolutely amazing. You'll need tissues for the end. Anyway, love you guys, and I'll check you later in the next video.